When I was scrolling on Netflix and I first saw K-pop Demon Hunters, my first thought was, oh, cool, another Netflix animation hit or miss. Then I realized that it was also made by Sony Animation, and everybody, including my sister, was talking about it. And then I thought, I'll check it out. And since my expectations were very low, it immediately blew them out of the water. Blender style animation, killer songs, and a story that mixes demons and glowing music weapons? Tell me more. The animation. I loved the Blender style visuals. It's clear that the team put a lot of work into the style, and the color really pops off the screen. The movement is smooth, and there's a playful fluidity to everything, especially when the characters break out into music fights against the demons. The animation style is modern, but still has a touch of anime-inspired charm that gives it personality. Every song in this movie isn't just some random pop track they threw in for filler. Each track serves a purpose, whether it's pushing the narrative forward or acting as the weapon in a fight against demons. And let me tell you, these songs are catchy. I'm talking walk in the room, overhear a reel that your sibling is watching, steal their phone, watch more, and get hooked. And the mix of humor is just mwah, chef's kiss. I was cackling at all the anime style visual gags like a madman, and yet they knew when to take things seriously and when to get a little absurd. Wunderbar. There's also so many little details in the background that are very fun to notice, whether it's the fight moments being to the beat of the song they're in, or Genu wearing a bracelet that Rumi gave him. And I like all the nods they give to what it's like to be at a concert. Characters were fun. The dynamic between Rumi, Mira, and Zoe is nice, the way Rumi and Mira put up with Zoe's antics, and the way Mira and Zoe rely on Rumi. Then there's the relationship between Rumi and Genu. You really see their connection grow, especially when they go from enemies to partners to lovers. Also, watching them face off against all these unique demons, each with their own quirks and abilities, was genuinely fun. There was a lot of creativity in how the demons were designed, and the variety of powers they had kept the fights fresh. Now, let's get into some of the things I wasn't quite fond of. First, the faces in some of the songs. They looked a little too flat. The characters were supposed to be showing emotion, but their expressions didn't match the intensity of the music, which pulled me out of the experience a little bit. Then there's Gima. This character had the potential to be really cool, but instead, they were just kinda cool. He's a good enough threat. I like the detail that Genu would kill him if he could, and his ability to control people through their anxiety is neat. But I would have also liked the character to have an actual design, and not just be fire. There's some cool visuals with him here and there, but it's still just fire. And I think we all know that the real reason that all the past generations were able to keep him at bay is because you are a fire. Oh yeah, and Celine? She's meant to be a huge part of Rumi's motivation, but honestly, she doesn't do much. She's a bit of a wasted opportunity. They tried to give her some purpose toward the end, but by then it was a little too late. Okay, let's talk about the Sasha boys for a second. While their personalities might not have been as fleshed out as I'd have liked, they were still a blast to watch. Their songs are catchy, their designs are cool, and you can't forget the gag moments, which gave me some real laughs. I just wish we got to see more of them in action. Still, I liked what we got. They definitely brought the right kind of just being annoying, but also being hilarious at the same time. There was also this one bit where it hinted that the main three's manager, Bobby, might start working for the Sasha Boys instead. But then the movie just kind of forgot about that to move the story along. But whatever. All in all, the animation is stunning, the music is incredible, and the humor and relationships really give the movie heart. But the story and some character decisions left me wishing for a bit more polish. Netflix already announced a sequel, and the theatrical release for that is probably gonna be nuts. Hopefully Netflix doesn't mess it up, and they stick with the original creators. 8 out of 10. A good time. Especially if you're a fan of K-pop or anime. Bye.